we talk about, in the United States, about American culture, but I think that's a misnomer, because the rise of the public relations industry, the ability to make people confuse how they were made to feel with knowledge, effectively inculcated people with new values. The hedonism, the consumerism, the cult of the self, all of this stuff was implanted. And when we talk about American culture and maybe even Canadian culture, I think we're really talking about corporate culture. Our cultures were destroyed consciously by corporations who sought to instill within us consumption as a kind of inner compulsion. And it worked. And so we lost the mechanisms by which we could pressure a liberal class to respond to suffering and grievances and injustices. And then finally we lost the liberal class itself. And we saw the rise of figures like Bill Clinton or Tony Blair in New Labor. And these people spoke in the traditional language of liberalism, but betrayed core liberal values. And I pull Clinton as an example. Clinton passed NAFTA, which was the greatest betrayal of the American working class since the Taft-Hartley Act in 1948, which essentially makes it almost impossible to unionize. He deregulated the FCC, the Federal Communications Commission, which allowed Rupert Murdoch's News Corp and horrible corporations like Clear Channel to buy up literally thousands of radio and television stations. He allowed a consolidation of the media industry into roughly 6 corporate hands: Viacom, General Electric, Disney, Rupert Murdoch's News Corp. And probably 90+% of Americans see and hear almost everything filtered through these corporate forces. He ripped down the firewalls that we had, courtesy of the 1933 Glass-Steagall Act. Chrétien didn't do that. And you don't have a banking crisis. We're losing about 100 banks a year because you kept those firewalls up. Clinton destroyed welfare. One of the reasons they keep extending unemployment benefits in the United States is because, courtesy of Clinton, people have to try and survive on $143 a month and about $200 in food stamps. All of that was Democratic administration. And Clinton knew that if he carried out corporate bidding, he would get corporate money. And he did. By the 1990s, the Democratic Party had fundraising parity with the Republicans, and by the time Barack Obama ran for president in 2004, he got more.